Let's start with the left hand. You might remember that the last pattern we did in the previous lesson was C sharp, G sharp, E, C sharp with fingers 5, 3, 1, 2. We're going to play almost the same thing now. We're just going to modify it a tiny bit. C sharp, G sharp, F, C sharp. Same fingers. 5, 3, 1, 2. And we're going to play that twice. From there, we're going to go to a D sharp with finger 5, an A with finger 3, an F sharp with finger 1, and C sharp with finger 2. Again, D sharp, A, F sharp, C sharp with fingers 5, 3, 1, 2. And we're going to play that twice. From the beginning. From there, we're going to go to a C with finger 5, a G sharp with finger 3, an F sharp with finger 1, and a D sharp with finger 2. This one's a little bit harder because there's a bit of a reach. From that C to that G sharp, and then we have to reach all the way to that F sharp, and then back to the D sharp. So you won't be able to keep your fingers in position the whole time for this one. Fingers 5, 3, 1, 2. And we're going to play that twice as well. From the beginning. And then we're going to go to the very first progression we did in the previous lesson, C sharp, G sharp, E, C sharp. From the beginning. Now that last one we're only going to play once, and then we're going to go to an A, D sharp, C sharp, F sharp with fingers 5, 3, 1, 2. So from the C sharp to this. From the beginning. And that's the whole left hand part. Let's add in the right hand. So you might remember that the last note we played in the right hand in the previous lesson was a C sharp. We're now going to go to a C sharp an octave higher. Now I want to mention that the fingers that you use to play the right hand for this part aren't particularly important. You have plenty of time to get from any notes you need to get to because there isn't a lot going on in the right hand. So you do have choices here. I'm going to go ahead and play that high C sharp with finger 3. If you want to play it with finger 5, that's okay too. If you feel like finger 3 is stronger, we could use finger 3. Okay, so now the right hand is going to play that C sharp. Then it's going to go to a B with finger 2, C sharp again with finger 3, then back to the B with finger 2, A with finger 1. So And now let's place that with the left hand notes. So that first C sharp is going to come in when the left hand plays its very first C sharp. And then we're going to have one whole progression here and another half before the next right hand note comes in. So it's going to be like this. And then after we play this G sharp, but before the F, halfway between in fact, we're going to go to that B. So it's like this. Now when we play the F, we're going to go back to the C sharp. So we have. Okay, now before playing that last C sharp, we're going to squeeze in this B, and then we're going to play the C sharp and then the A. So we have. One more time. And then we're going to play an A again when we go to that D sharp. And we're going to hold that for one whole iteration of this progression. So it's like this. And then there's going to be a rest in the right hand while we play that progression one more time. Again, from the beginning. Rest. Okay, next, when we go to that C in the left hand, I'm going to play a G sharp in the right hand. I'll use finger 3. You could use finger 4. It's not particularly important. These are going to be half notes, so we're holding them down a while. There's plenty of time to get from one note to the next. So we're going to play this G sharp with the C, and then we're going to hold it for one whole progression of the left hand. So we have. And then we're going to go to a D sharp. I'll use my thumb for the second progression. Okay, so we have G sharp, D sharp. Let's play the whole thing from the beginning. Now when we go back to that C sharp, the right hand is going to play an E. And I'll use finger 3 here. And we're going to hold it for that whole progression. And now the right hand will go to an F sharp when we go to the A, and then to a C sharp when we go to the C sharp. Okay, so again, A, C sharp. And I'm just using fingers 4 and 1. From the C sharp with the E, and from the beginning. Let's now add in some pedal. I'm just going to press down the pedal at the beginning of each of those progressions. Let's do it again, just a little bit faster. Let's start from the second half of the previous lesson when the progressions start and go through what we learned today.